because they
Gotta wait for it to update the link, then we'll get started. Copy link, Twitter. Okay, there we go. Now let's get into our market analysis. So we got news at, oh, I need to update the news. That's not the right calendar. This is what we got. You know what? We'll update it later. Or, hold on. I need to figure out where that image is. You know what? Screw it. We'll do it later. I'll just get rid of it for now. And we'll trade without a Forex calendar drive, image, whatever. Okay, so let's get rid of everything. All my things I have marked up. So we have the weekly chart that tapped into that inversion and the daily fair value gap, consequent encroachment, and then traded lower. So I'm pretty bearish for the week. Going to drop it down to the 4 hour. We see that we have this SIBI that we respected and traded lower from. So I'm looking for a continuation down lower. Now it's just chop, 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 chop. So I can anticipate that maybe a high might be broken and then we trade back down lower. We have this inversion fair value gap here. As well as the opening range gap that we could fill out. We're in the hourly SIBI. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is also in the hourly SIBI, so we could honestly just react off of this hourly candle here and trade lower. So for the sole purpose of makeup, I'm going to remove these two boxes, and that's just the weekly inversion. So let's just see what we have here. We have engineered liquidity at 7 a.m. down here. Are those any relative equal lows? Or might be there, but that's past. It's not that interesting. I'm just looking at this low right here. Any relative equal highs? Not much. We got the new week opening gap. So right now we're just chilling in the hourly SIBI. We have this opening range gap that we could possibly go fill. It's 9:30. So far we're just getting a whole lot of nothing. Could be getting bearish price action here. So we got relative equal highs up here. That price failed to take during 9:30. So we might take that and then we could move lower. I forgot I need to open Top Step. I don't even have that open. Okay, so we took buy side liquidity 9:30. Okay, and we're filling out the opening range gap now. We got this high up here. Took buy side liquidity, and then we have these highs up here. What is that box? That's the inversion fair value gap. Why is my Why is Top Step not loading? It's not my internet. Uh-oh. This dumb platform has more problems. I'm actually so sick of Top Step X. They have so many problems. It has potential to be such a good website. There we go, finally. Okay. Yeah, Top Step X is bugging. Okay, so we tapped into the hourly inversion fair value gap up here. As well as back into the SIBI. Took out 3 levels of buy side liquidity. Let's just have the top one here. Trade back down to the BISI, and it looks like it's going to trade higher. So is there anything that it could be reaching for higher prices? Well, if we look here, we wicked into that. But with the daily chart, it doesn't look like we want to be too bullish. I'm just going to stay patient and wait for a higher confirmation setup because I'm just going back and forth here. And we're in 2 PD arrays. Got Asian high here, London high here. Let's see what's going to go on here. I don't want to catch any position here long. Okay. Nothing that interests me so far. Sitting on my hands here. Okay, we have a low here that can break structure. I sketched out going short in October. I'm gonna only look for long setups. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like the profile, you know? Like look at where we are, look at what we did. All right, we have the daily BISI here that it tapped consequent encroachment, the weekly inversion fair value gap that it tapped consequent encroachment and traded lower. So ideally we're looking a little bearish. But for now, I'm just going to sit on my hands and see what price wants to do because not every day is going to be bullish in any month of the year. So right now we're slowing down in this hourly inversion fair value gap. Bodies are respecting consequent encroachment of it. So we're looking for a displacement to the downside to take out structure, fair value gap, and then... Ooh, are those equal lows? They are. Nice. So that's a target. Sell side liquidity equal lows down there. Okay, so we're trading higher. So far there's no point, there's no kind of look of a reversal. Took London highs, so we have buy side liquidity. Another shot of buy side. Nothing that's interesting me yet. I'm sitting on my hands because I'm not in the mood to chase this long setup. Might be SMT. What on the London highs? Yeah. Most definitely probably will be SMT. YM is just ripped lower. So again, I'm not interested in anything until we displace lower and hold that displacement. I could see price take a high up day and then just seek and destroy until Powell speaks. I mean, who knows, man? I mean, I think we could possibly reverse down here. We have south side liquidity here. I'm just gonna sit on my hands and wait because the Judas swing is so obviously this. 931, we move higher. It's either we reverse or we just low resistance liquidity run, continue up higher, higher, higher. I don't think that's the case just because of the daily on how we reacted off of this. And now we're closing lower and we formed a swing high. So I don't think we're going to have a bullish day today. So I'm just being patient here. Sitting on my hands, not doing much. Just waiting for price to show me what it wants to do. Again, I'm not taking the first displacement or fair value gap. I'm taking a breakage structure. So right now we don't have a swing low other than this. So I'd wait for this to get taken. Unless we form a swing low here. And then displace lower and then trade back into it. Respect consequent encroachment, trade lower. Let's see what Dexy's doing. Wow, it's just shooting lower. Yes. So we have, by the looks of it, some highs we can take here. Which we did, right? No, we didn't. So this makes me want to say, like, yo, we're going to move up higher one more time. And then move down lower. It also could just be SMT. I don't think that's the case. But you never know. So many times price leaves triple highs. Engineering the liquidity for another day. So the lack of displacement below that low. It wasn't working earlier. It says we are investigating issues with charts loading. You just gotta refresh your chart and it's working for me. Patience here, guys. Patience, patience, patience. Don't try to force a trade. Wait till you know that it's the trade. Yeah, Toss Up X, man, is just. It used to be really good, and recently they've been having a lot of issues, so. Looks like we're moving lower here. Not interested in anything. There hasn't been a displacement, so I'm not interested in anything here. Looks like we could just shoot up higher again one more time. Slow price action here. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah. Just gotta refresh it. It's not interested in anything just yet. There's no displacement. Doesn't look like it's wanting to reverse, so I'm gonna sit back for a sec. It's just itching lower. Very boring. We got London high taken, 7 a.m. lows, and these equal lows at 8:30, 8:20, and 8:40. That's what I'm looking at. One time I couldn't close a trade and recorded it, and even tossed out, reset my account after they saw. Yeah, it happened to me too. I had a like $5,000 winning trade. I couldn't close it. Then it went to $200 loss, and they didn't cover it, even though I had it recorded. Okay, we're moving higher here, anticipating this high to be taken or SMT from ES, which I don't think is gonna happen. ES is so much lower. Okay, we're moving higher. Looking at this high to be taken and then displacement below this low. Patience, patience, patience. Okay, the high was taken on NQ. Yes, we're trading up. I want to see SMT on the 1 minute here. So what we could be doing is just trading down in the 5-minute BSC and then trade up higher again. Okay, good reaction so far. Just wanting to see a displacement over here. Okay, nice. ES trades back. Oh, ES trades back into the inversion here. And then trades lower. Waiting for NQ to break structure. So far it's failing to do that. Patience. Just some sloppy price action right now. Okay, we're moving higher again. Looks like ES is probably going to go for these highs then. So not interested in anything until we move lower. SMT for sell. On the 1 minute? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for shorts, Corey. But so far, I haven't had any sort of displacement to the downside, so I'm not looking at anything right now. Let's see what Nvidia is doing. We'll basically break even on the day on everything. So I think we're gonna have a bearish day today. Just keeping your eye on ES here. Seeing how it's staying lower, waiting for the displacement to the downside. Being very patient with price here. Only waiting for something that I want to see. Not trying to like force something that I like to see. Anybody took a trade today yet? Okay, looks like we're reversing out here. Just want to see a displacement below these lows, and then I'll catch a retracement back into it, and then we're good for the trade. But until then, we sit on our hands and we wait. So far, there's no look that it wants to go down. Still in your swing position short. Nice. Where's that from? From the 4 hour or I mean the hourly, the 4 hour or the daily? Or the weekly? What time frame did you take your short at? Okay, there's no clear displacement of the downside at all whatsoever. ES is moving higher. Back into the SIBI. Looks like ES might go take these highs. Waiting to see what price is gonna do here. Weekly, but it's based on supply and demand. Oh, okay. Okay, pushing higher. ES not pushing higher. Formed another new high on NQ. We have this 15-minute inversion that we're in. Notice how the bodies are respecting it. Get rid of this. Look at that. That's pretty pretty, if you tell me. High, low, higher, high. And be a lower low. So we could have a market structure shift on our hands here. Still with SMT. Just waiting for that displacement. So if you look here, price is smooth. We took buy side liquidity, right? Price is made rough. So then we're gonna go back down to where it's smooth. We got these relative equal lows, got this low, these equal lows, and this low. So all we're doing is waiting for a displacement to the downside, then we got ourselves a short. I would want to see another wick here. I don't want to see a body past this. Got about 15 seconds to see a wick. Yeah, so price is clearly respecting this inversion here. Close above the 15-minute fair value gap. What do you mean? Talking about this? Well, it's respecting this 15-minute inversion here. And we didn't close above this fair value gap yet. Look how price is respecting that. So yeah, I am still looking for shorts. We just took buy side liquidity as well. Looks like we're gonna have a displacement here, so I'm gonna pull up top step. I want to see some sort of displacement below these lows here. Constant rejection off of that 15-minute inversion. ES is probably ripping lower. Nope. Just staying there. Right now we're consolidating, and both charts have a lack of displacement. Eyes are here. Good reaction so far on the inversion, on all time frames too. I just want to see a body here. I don't want to see it keep wicking. There we go. Now what I want to see is either if we body below here and play on this inversion. If not, then a play on a fair value gap. That would be 15. I want to see how price respects it. So we got our first trade of the day coming up. Oh, did my camera shut off? No, it didn't. Okay, paying attention to how price is looking here. 3.5 hour trade. 10 seconds till new close. We got a fair value gap coupled with that inversion, so. Okay. I want to see a trade up into that fair value gap here. That's where my eyes are. Oh, we have this inversion. I mean, the volume imbalance.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm in short. I'm going to take one position off.
Order filled.
Because it's a little bit over leveraged. Take profit down at that low down here. Those are going to be heavy partials. So we're in short here. No, that's the wrong tool. Okay. There's our trade here. 4.6 hour trade. Let's see what's going on here. So far we have a decent reaction. This is a good reaction so far on the trade. SMT as well. The reaction on the 15-minute inversion fair value gap is pretty clean. So I want to see price, low resistance, liquidity run, refill this opening range gap, take these lows, continue down, take these lows without losing speed, then take the final sell side liquidity. Good reaction so far. We're gonna have a new 15-minute coming in soon, and it looks like we might body below 50% of the candle that we just used to take buy side. What I don't like is looking at all these volume imbalances and price action on the 1 minute. So I'm just gonna be careful here, looking at how this short plays out. So far, this is a very clean entry. I want to see price low resistance liquidity run and not trade back up into here. For the sole purpose of cleanness, let's just draw out the fair value gap and not the volume imbalance. Okay, 1 minute until we have the new hourly candle. 10 a.m. in 1 minute. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is probably shooting lower. No, it's not. So it looks like NQ is now turning into the lower market. Okay, well, that's what I don't like is we took out this low, traded into this fair value gap, and respected consequent encroachment. So I want to see price body below that and continue to trade lower right now. A few seconds until 10 a.m. So far, we have a good reaction moving lower prior to 10 a.m. 5 seconds. A.m. Let's see what happens here. So I like how we closed lower. We took buy side and we closed way lower. Right now we're in the opening range gap and the new week opening gap. I'm gonna drag my stop down to the high right here. I'm gonna keep this here just to show you guys the RRW, that London high SMT. Yep. I knew we were gonna sell off based off of the reaction of this inversion fair value gap, and then the displacement, and then this displacement being left open. So now it's a matter of fact on where's our draw on liquidity. I'm anticipating that this is our draw on liquidity in here. Okay, we're in a SIBI. I would want to see institutional order flow here and price shoot lower after trading into it, which it's traded into right now, and it's moving lower. So far it looks like our position is good to stay in. I just don't want to see price body above that fair value gap. I want to see every single PD array being respected quickly on the 1 minute. ES bodied below that fair value gap, which is good, but it wicked down and it's trading higher, so it's a little dangerous, but ES is sloppy right now. And Q is still respecting that SIBI. 10 seconds to trade lower. What do we have on the 5 minute? 3 minute, 2 minute, 15-minute BISI here. It looks like it's driving price higher. We're at break even, by the way, guys, so I did trail my stop. We have this breaker up here that price could use. My stop is up here above the breaker. But I don't think it's going to trade that much higher. I'll draw it out when if it gets closer. Okay, it traded. It just traded under that volume imbalance. But you can anticipate a little bit of manipulation for 10 a.m. So I'm not worried about this bullish rally here. Still think we're going to be bearish. When do I take partials? Right here. These are my partials. Partial, partial, drawn liquidity. Until then, it's a matter of dragging my stop. Okay, so we have a good reaction so far. I want to see price body below this low. Create this order block. So far, price is still bearish, so that's good. Very patient here. Calm, cool, and collected. Stop loss at break even. So no matter what, we have a winning day today or break even day. I want to see some sort of volume here. Now that we're in this range and the new week opening gap, the opening range gap, consequent encroachment, and this fair value gap, I want to see price kind of get a little bit of volume, some volatility to the downside here. How much am I going to take off here? I'm going to take off 4. And then I'm going to take off 5 here. And then let the rest run. I don't like how price is slowing down to move lower. I do ideally want to see low resistance liquidity around to sell side. So we're traded back into the order block. We got the bit SIBI here. Oh. As well as this inversion. But I'm just gonna try out the SIBI. Okay, nice reaction on the SIBI, just trades into it. And now it's trading lower. Okay, I'm gonna open up Top Step, get ready for the partial. Dude, am I still live? I'm still live? Nice. Oh, thank you guys. I don't know why my internet keeps crashing. It's really annoying. I'm still live? Okay, yeah, I'm live. Alright. Institutional order flow still bearish. So I'm still gonna hold the trade here. I'm not liking this reaction though. but institutional order flow is still bearish. I'm getting ready to take partial. Slow but steady. Okay, we could take it in this candle probably. Okay, first partial is getting approached here.
Order filled.
Okay, I took my first partial of 4 contracts. We got 10 left in the trade. Taking another 5 down at these relative equal lows. Yes, that opening BSC is inverted now, so that could be a strong active support. I don't like how we wicked and now we're trading higher, but I'm still in the trade. I dragged my stop to this high. That's where my stop is. So far we have $550 in profit from that partial. If it hits my stop loss, we can add another $250. So that would bring us to about $800 in profit, which is about 1 RR. If we win this trade, it'll be 4 RR. Who here caught the short with me? Who here took this short? Anybody in chat take the short with me? Anybody else eating? Okay, we're back into the opening range. The opening 930 open fair value gap. Nice, Curtez. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name. Curtis. Let's go. I'm glad some people in the stream caught that short as well. Still in the trade though. CS is just consolidating here. Caught that from 1 minute averaging fair value gap after news. After news, what news? We didn't have news at 10. Did we? I thought news is at 1 o'clock. We're trading higher here. Still thinking this can act as support to move lower again. What I don't like is how that low just took that low and then it's trading higher. We have relative equal lows here now. Let's go. So a couple people in this chat ate today. That's good. Anybody still in the short, or did you take your positions off at these relative equal lows? Guys, if you're new here, you caught a trade. If I helped you catch a short, make sure to subscribe so you get notifications every single time that I'm live so you don't miss a stream. I have 1 runner left. Stop is 10 points in green. Nice. Yeah, I have my stop loss rested above this high, and I'm aiming for this low. But I'm gonna take 5 more contracts off at this low, and leave 4 contracts or 5 contracts to run to this low. Got stopped out. Trailing stop, 230 plus ticks. Nice. Hey, trailing stop, you still made a profit. Still winning day today. Don't try to catch a trade again. You have a winning day. Don't try to get back into this position. That's my advice. It's just sit back, sit on your hands. Either wait for a whole new move or just lock yourself out. But so far, we're looking like we're just going to continue down lower. Do want to see some speed here, though. Yeah, it comes with time. It comes with time for holding trades, understanding that you trust your bias. Do you go live every day? And also, after this, can you give a brief description of your thought process to enter this trade? Okay, so I go live. I tweet about when I go live. Some days I don't trade. So every day that I trade, I'm going live. Also, my thought process is that we took London high buy side liquidity, as well as we had this 15-minute inversion fair value gap that we've been respecting over and over again. So I was waiting for these lows to one of these lows to get displaced over and left open on a fair value gap. So then we displaced below this low. We left that fair value gap open. We traded into it. I took the short, and then we traded lower. That's what went through my mind. I also knew we were going to take shorts today just based off of the daily chart and the weekly chart and how well we respected that fair value gap consequent encroachment. I'm out on my funded account, currently trading only one micro to have a good risk management, but still have runners on the combine. Nice. I mean, man, listen, one contract works. Like, you don't need to be risking what these traders on Twitter like Lanto Trades is risking. He's a good trader, but he's risking a shit ton, right? You don't need to be trading that. You can risk one contract and still make ends meet. Okay, we're trading lower, back down below this low again. My mistake last stream or 2 streams ago was closing my position here because of the wick, but then price then traded lower below the wick. So, still being patient here. Do you trust stops to swing highs after trimming? Depends on the high. So, not every swing high am I going to trim my stop to. Hold on, I got to get ready for partials. I'll answer your question in a second. Just going to get ready to take a partial if we take those equal lows at this candle. Okay, it looks like we're staying relatively lower. Ideally, I want to see those lows get taken out in this candle, but it could be the next one. I don't like how we wicked up, closed a little higher. I want to see this candle instantly just take that previous candle low. So now that we took that low, ideally I don't want to see this taken again. So I'm going to drag my stop just a little more. Okay, I'm going to answer your question. Not every single swing high. It depends. Like a swing high that should not get traded past, you know? In this run, the 1, 2, and 3 swing highs should not get traded past, but those swing highs, they can get traded past. I act as trailing stop as my partials until we get lower to where partials actually pay off. Because if I take too many partials up here, I'm going to be missing out on so many profits, even though I knew it was going to my drawn liquidity. Okay, I'm getting ready to take 5 contracts off, leaving 5 open for the final sell side liquidity. I have a feeling that we could displace lower anytime soon. Okay, being patient here, not forcing an early partial. Almost at my final partial of the trade. Then we have our take profit at the lowest low. Could take it here, trading up into that order block. Could be this candle here that we trade lower. Okay.
Order filled.
There. Close enough. So I took a partial there. 5 contracts off. 5 left to go. So far on the trade, we've cashed out 1.3K. And we are resting with $800 open. And I'll get 1.1 thousand more dollars if we take that low, which will give us about a $2,500 trade. So far on the week, let me go up to text. And we're at 1300. So far on the week, we're at 1,300 on the week with open positions arrested. I think I have a bad problem with trimming too much on take profit. Plus, I only had 5 micros and I trimmed 4 at 170. Yeah, so that's the thing is ICT says you got to be confident in yourself, confident in your draw and liquidity. You don't want to take short setups if you don't have the draw and liquidity. The first thing you want to do is look for the draw and liquidity. Now that you have that, if you see a setup that is in favor of your draw and liquidity, you got to be confident in your draw and liquidity. So those little rallies up higher should not worry you whatsoever. If we rallied up higher here, this didn't worry me, but if we would have went up here and took this high, then I would have been worried. You know, if we rallied up higher here and went back into this SIBI, I would have been worried. But we didn't. We respected institutional order flow, and every higher high, every intermediate term high is respected and wasn't taken. So the trade is still valid. We still haven't taken the relative equal lows. I did take my partial off at that very low though. So if we lose this trade, if it goes back up to up here, I'll cash out another $270. If it goes down here, I'll cash out 1,100. So either or, no matter what, we have a $1,500 winning day in our pockets. Don't like that reaction though. Ideally, I want to see price move lower. It is trading up into that order block. But if we look at the 15-minute, it took those lows, then traded into this order block, and it's respecting it. So just being patient and seeing what's going to happen here. We could also just trade into that inversion, but I don't think so. I think we're just going to continue down lower. We traded back into this wick here. Almost consequent encroachment. So let's clean up price here. I'm just going to tweet about this. See if we can get some people in the live stream. Join the live stream. Okay. I tweeted a little update tweet. Still in this short, still confident in the draw and liquidity down here. I think if we go to the higher time frame, our draw and liquidity is down here, but I don't think that's gonna get taken on the day. Could be wrong, but I'm just focusing on that. You know, I don't want to aim for everything. Be grateful. Let's see, Chipotle, Nvidia down 1%. Just be grateful, you know. Constantly chip away at the rock. You don't need to break the rock, the whole rocket in one trade. Just constantly chip, grind up higher on your losses. Make sure you catch yourself and you don't, you know, fall all the way down, and just keep climbing up. Climb up. Think of it as climbing a ladder, passing an account, making money in trading. You're taking one. You're going up one at a time, and if you miss a handle, you catch the bottom one instead of falling all the way down the ladder and starting again. You don't get too greedy, and you don't get too impatient on not making money to the point where you're going and grabbing and you're skipping 3 and you're grabbing a one higher, because that makes you more at risk of falling. Okay, we got a retracement, not a retracement. We got a displacement down lower. I want to see this low get taken. These lows get taken fast. Straight down to that low. Good trading day so far. Okay, we traded down that low. We took sell side. I want to see price continue down lower here. I don't want to see price go and take that high again. I want to see price just rapidly move down lower. Let's go. What's up, Benny? Guys, this is back to back to back to back to back. I don't think I've had a losing day live yet. I had a losing day. I went off live and then I caught that trade. I'm still counting that as a winning day. But dude, every single day we're consistently showing up to the markets and winning. Every single day. On live stream, I'm calling out these plays and they're playing out. I'm calling out the draw on liquidity and they're playing out. We're moving lower to the final draw on liquidity, which is my final take profit, which will give us $2,600 on the day. Hey, whoever subscribed, you're a real one. Thank you. 423. My goal by the end of the year is 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, guys, if you see my tweets, if you're watching this video and you haven't stopped by this stream, you are 100% missing out. And the chat can agree with that. Every single stream, I've caught a winning trade. I've shown the moves every single day. I've been catching big winning trades, like 4 or 5 RR, calling the moves, calling the draw on liquidity on live for you guys. No other streamer is consistently doing that. So we're approaching my draw on liquidity. My final take profit. Could take it in this candle. We are moving higher, but I want to see this low taken. Let's see what ES is doing. Is ES still? Okay, ES is itching lower. But to take final take profit here, close the first day of the week with a dub, the last day of the month, or unless there's the 31st. I don't know. I don't know my days and my months. How many days are in September?
It was 29 days ago.
What? How many days are in September?
It was 29 days ago.
What do you mean it was 29 days ago? It's the September 30th. Okay, I don't like that reaction whatsoever. Hold on. Forgot to drag my stop. My stop is dragged up here. Right here. Leaves it room to take this high and still trade lower. Still think we're valid to move lower. Learned a lot through your live stream on how to read charts. Thanks, Ben. Hey, my man. Thank you. Thank you for that kind message. I'm glad I can help people. Okay, I'm still not scared on this reaction, but if we do take that high, then I'm not going to be too confident in the trade. Right, that's not looking too good. Didn't take that high just yet. But I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that it failed to take that low all the way down there. Still in the position. Still in the position, being patient with what's happening. Okay, we took the high. Our stop loss is getting approached, our stop and profit, but we still won a big portion of the trade. Very close to my trailed stop loss.
Order filled.
All right, order filled, $2,000 on the trade. You know what? I didn't even see that. Look at that. We might move lower from there. I might have just got wicked out last second. It's whatever. $2,000 on the trade. Let me update the text. It's only Monday. Oh, that's 200. Whoops. $2,000 up on the on the week. Here's our trade. You know, this is still a winning trade. This was what the trade was, so it's 3.5 RR. Yeah, great trade today, guys. Honestly, very clean setup. Very easy trade. We didn't have a lot of like clutter. It was constantly itching lower. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by in the stream. I'm gonna hop off now. I'm gonna close the week, the Monday on $2,000 profit, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next stream. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, so you know when I'm streaming next. I am streaming tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.